Hello there. Sleepy Joe Biden wants to break up the UK to unite Ireland. So the UK goes out and buys a US nuclear reactor to put in Wales. As per usual, please like, subscribe and comment below. And when subscribing, please do press that little bell, but also select the all option, or you won't get any notifications when I publish a new video. I know that we've joined up with the US to supply Australia with nuclear submarines under the new AUKUS deal, but Joe Biden has absolutely no intention of otherwise engaging with the UK, especially over a free trade deal, unless we unite Ireland for him first, even if it means going against the democratic wishes of the people of Northern Ireland. The AUKUS deal will help cement US power in the Indo-Pacific geopolitical region. But the US, being non-partisan with the Northern Ireland Protocol, will not see Biden's Irish dreams come true. So the US message to the UK is, give Joe Biden what he dreams for at night by giving up Northern Ireland to the Republic and to the EU, and we might deign to talk about a trade deal. And although it's great to hear that the UK government is taking nuclear power seriously enough to put an order in, why on earth is it looking to buy a nuclear reactor from the US company Westinghouse to put in Wilfer, where a Magnox nuclear plant used to operate? Having looked at the recent energy pronouncements by the UK government about modular nuclear reactors, I thought we'd be looking to the likes of Rolls-Royce and their small modular reactors. And no, to immediately counter the obvious pro-EU anti-Brexit campaigners' claim, BMW doesn't own Rolls-Royce. BMW owns Rolls-Royce Motor Cars, a different company. The joint venture between Rolls-Royce and BMW, called BMW Rolls-Royce for building jet engines and the like, was discontinued in about 2000 and fully taken over by Rolls-Royce and renamed Rolls-Royce Deutschland as a wholly owned subsidiary to Rolls-Royce Holdings. And Rolls-Royce Holdings plc is a British company registered in London. So as I see it, we should be looking to use Rolls-Royce if at all possible, not Westinghouse. And as there are already plans to use Rolls-Royce reactors, with the BBC reporting back in November last year that a consortium led by Rolls-Royce has announced plans to build up to 16 mini-nuclear plants in the UK. It says the project will create 6,000 new jobs in the Midlands and the north of England over the next 5 years. The Prime Minister is understood to be poised to announce at least £200 million for the project as part of a long-delayed Green Plan for economic recovery. Rolls-Royce argues that as well as producing low-carbon electricity, the concept may become an export industry. And one of the advantages of these modular reactors is that they do away with the huge costs involved in building single large reactors. Just look at the new Hinkley plant costs and the Cumbria plant that Toshiba pulled out of because of insufficient financing, and Hitachi pulling out of a plan for an Anglesey reactor last year. The costs and financial risks are extremely high. Rolls-Royce says that building lots of small reactors is much less risky on a financial basis, and you can become the experts in the field in the process. Yes, I know these things are complex, but isn't it time we put some British eggs in the basket instead of having France, Japan, the US and China running our big-scale energy plants? But I sometimes think that these decisions are made more for foreign policy reasons than to cater for our own domestic needs. Anyway, Joe Biden has been quick off the mark to try and placate Macron after the AUKUS deal fallout. But before I get to that, I just want to say a massive thank you to all my Super Thanks, Patreon and PayPal supporters, as well as those that do buy a mug with my mug on it, links in the descriptions box below, and I usually publish 2 videos a day. So, Biden's agreed to a meeting next month, and Macron will reinstate the French ambassador to the US. But Macron is still very sore at the Australians and is distinctly frosty with the UK. However, a joint statement between Biden and Macron said they agreed that the situation would have benefited from open consultations among allies on matters of strategic interest to France and our European partners. I smell something cooking there, especially as reports are saying the US-France spat simmered down after the Biden-Macron phone chat. Do you trust Biden's handlers? Would it surprise you if Biden ended up giving shouty, squealy France and the EU more out of not being in this AUKUS deal than it allows the UK, who is a part of it? Wouldn't surprise me. Boris has talked to Macron today in an effort to re-establish cooperation, but it seems that Macron is waiting to see what proposals Boris has to offer. Sounds to me like France is looking for some sort of compensation for not being invited to the party. Or maybe he's looking for a late invitation to the party. Let's hope Biden doesn't end up giving him a free ticket. Now, the former First Minister of Northern Ireland, Arlene Foster, has penned a stinging assessment in the Express of Joe Biden's understanding of the Belfast Agreement and the Northern Ireland Protocol, or lack thereof. And she says that his previous comments of saying to the Irish PM on St Patrick's Day that if you are orange you are not welcome here, as well as telling the BBC that his message to the UK was that he is Irish, were jokes, is now proven to be far from the truth. And she also said that it was wrong to attribute the benign interpretation of ignorance to the way the Biden administration is pushing the Irish Republic and EU line on the protocol. The very sad reality is that President Biden and his acolytes in Irish America are playing a very dangerous game, she writes. Instead of assisting the politics of Northern Ireland, they are polluting the atmosphere with their skewed understanding of a deal struck between the people of Northern Ireland, the Belfast Agreement. And on the protocol, she says, the great damage to us in Northern Ireland is that it is now being misused by people like President Biden and the EU to punish the UK for leaving the European Union. The Prime Minister knows that the protocol is damaging the UK and he has a huge choice to make and he needs to make it now. I just hope Boris is listening and will move now to either trigger Article 16 or just rip up the protocol, especially as Brussels has made no effort to respond to the command paper the UK published back in July. And the UK post-Brexit negotiator Lord David Frost tweeted out last night, the protocol is clearly having a continued negative effect on everyday life and business in Northern Ireland. The outstanding issues now need to be dealt with urgently. I and my team are in contact with the EU daily, but we need a full response to our July command paper soon. But I suspect the EU will be very slow to respond and hope they can string it out until the Stormont elections next May in the hope that a Sinn Féin majority will be delivered, which is a very real possibility, thus starting the process of uniting Ireland under EU control. I've often suspected that this was always a hidden part of the Brexit deal. So what's your opinion on all of this? Please like and comment below.